It's no surprise, ladies and gentlemen, that I almost called him Bleeding Fool. Bleeding Cool. Rich Johnson over there across the pond is always late. He's like the rabbit. He's always late on the news. But better late than never. We've talked about this before. We've reported on a Swaggle Hoss. Actually, shout out to the Hoss. It's the first one to drop this. We covered it after. Now, almost seemingly a week later, Rich Johnson finally gets on the ball and reports on comic book sales as it pertains to Marvel rivals. And of course, Jeff the LandShark. Jeff the LandShark making all the rave. He is the new Baby Yoda, ladies and gentlemen. He is taking the internet by storm. He's getting memed by storm. Not by storm from the X-Men, but by storm. You understand what I'm saying? And his first appearance, Jeff the LandShark in West Coast Avengers #7 sells for $525 on the E of the Bay eBay. But here's the question. Is it his really first appearance? Dun dun dun. Guys, my name is LP. I'm the writer and creator of comic books Nyobi and Savage Sin. You can buy Nyobi at your local comic book shop. Get yours today. And we're going to have a look and see what's going on here, man. Because it is true that West Coast Avengers, a copy of that, #7, 9.8, CGC, blue label, sold for a whopping 525 big ones, big smackaroos on eBay. But is it his first comic book appearance? See, we get this all the time, right? There's always debates on what constitutes a first appearance, what constitutes as a cameo appearance, yada, yada, yada. Let's go ahead and see, though, what Rich Johnson over here at Bleeding Cool has to say. What is Jeff LandShark's first appearance? Well, the game is going to tell you, and this is why the book shot up in value. The game is going to tell you it is West Coast Avengers #7 from 2019. But there it is, and this is what I knew was going to happen. Or is it West Coast Avengers #6, which could be his cameo? This market seems to have decided yesterday a raw, unslabbed, standard cover copy of West Coast Avengers #7, featuring the first appearance of Jeff the LandShark, sold for $200 on eBay. The same day, another copy sold for $151.05. You got to remember that 05 because that's very important. This was shortly after another copy sold for $99, while a CGC slab copy sold for $250. A few days ago, a 9.8 slab copy sold for $525 big ones. So there it is. Guys, if you don't know what to look for, that's what the cover looks like right there. I don't see Jeff the LandShark on it, which is kind of too bad. You know, usually for me, when it comes to a first appearance for a comic book character, I like to have them on the cover, right? So with Nyobi, a lot of our first appearances, not all of them, because if it is supposed to be like a cliffhanger moment, some suspense, you don't want to give that away on the cover. But for the most part, I do like having my first appearances on the cover, especially for Adana, who you'll see in Outbreak #4. West Coast Avengers #6 sells for $10 or less, even though it includes these scenes. LandSharks, that's cheating. Oh no. So we got a LandShark. I don't know if that is Jeff the LandShark. It doesn't look like it. He doesn't look as cute and cuddly there, does he? MODOK's LandSharks first appeared in West Coast Avengers #1 in 2018. Created by writer Kelly Thompson. But it was #6 that saw them return, and a smaller one that picked up and started chasing Gwenpool, which is going to be Jeff the LandShark right there. So you got a tiny little shark right there. Maybe I don't think that's enough for me to constitute a first appearance if this is all they have. See what they go on to say, though. It was West Coast Avengers #7 who named him. And that gave folks the idea this was his first appearance, even though it was definitely the LandShark chasing Gwenpool in previous issues. See, this is what they don't understand. This is what they don't understand. And this is where me and CGC are going to agree, because the first appearance has to be more than one panel in a book. They have to have a speaking role. They have to appear in a few different panels. Okay. If it's just one quick snapshot, they're not saying anything, they're just shoved in the corner somewhere. That is a cameo appearance, not a full-fledged first appearance, people. It's just the way it is. So we got a little bit more here. There's a cute little guy right down there. And he says, so guys, I just need you not to freak out because this is Jeff. And I love him. And he's coming home with us. She just adopted him from the pound. It's pretty nice of her. Will this be another Hulk 180 versus Hulk 181 situation? Yes. Yes. Hulk 180 and Hulk 181 has been in contention for the first appearance for Wolverine for years, John. Literally years. And I still say it's Hulk 181. This jump in prices is down the cult status that Jeff the LandShark has gained as a result of his prominent appearance in Marvel Rivals video game. No one can take that away from him. Same thing with Luna Snow, by the way. I got Luna Snow's first appearance, and she is going to be appearing in a brand new comic. I might be making a video talking about that shortly, because, you know, if you want your Marvel Rival news, there's plenty of great places for it, but come here from a guy who actually, you know, plays the game. His ultimate ability that allows him to swallow up enemies and allies alike with a huge range and then spits them over a cliff or throws himself over the cliff and takes everyone with him. Yeah, I just saw that happen to me the other day. I was playing the game. Jeff the LandShark, he swallowed like 4 of us up, puked us all out, and died himself in the process. It was glorious. I loved it. Jeff the LandShark was created again by writer Kelly Thompson and artist Danielle DeNicchio. Hopefully I said that right. As the pet LandShark of the Gwenpool, of Gwenpool, but has since had other caretakers such as Deadpool, Elsa Bloodstone, and Kate Bishop. He headlines in the Digital Marvel's Infinity comic series It's Jeff, written by Thompson and drawn by Giri Hiru, hopefully I said that right, who won an Eisner Award. An Eisner Award. Something I have not yet won. But there it is. Again, Rich Johnson, Bleeding Cool, just a week late. I mean, I guess he doesn't work on the weekends. I don't know what it is. But this is relatively old news if you are in the know, if you haven't been living under a rock, if you have been playing the game, if you keep up with Swaggle Haas. Maybe Rich Johnson gets his YouTube videos a week late. But since he reported on it, it makes for easy content, and we have now reported on it as well. Guys, go get West Coast Avengers number 7, first appearance of Jeff the LandShark. Only, I would advise probably not paying $525 for it. I'm sure if you just wait a little bit, you can get a better deal. But don't wait too long. Who knows what's going to happen? Because people think that the hype of this game is going to die down. Not the case, and I'll tell you why. I'll give you a little secret. Let's get close and personal for this one. The reason is because it's a live service game, right? If it was like a one and done, say like Star Wars Squadrons, where there's never going to be any DLC, there's never going to be any updates, they're not going to add anything new, then after a couple of months, I would agree it's a moot point. But the fact of the matter is, it's a game like Overwatch, and every couple of months, there's new content, new maps, new characters, new skins, new events, and new things to do to keep the game fresh. And Overwatch has been fresh for many moons now, longer than I would have ever given it credit for. It's still going strong today as Overwatch 2. I don't play it anymore because I play Marvel Rivals now. And Marvel Rivals, to me, is a much better game, has longer lasting power, has characters that, even if you never played video games before, or even collected comic books before, you have at least heard of, okay? Like Spider-Man, you know what I'm saying? Like Wolverine. So that alone just gives it staying power. That alone is going to make it a fan favorite amongst comic book fans and gamers alike. It's a great action game. The characters look great. The dialogue is great. The music is great. And just the things that they're teasing, the Fantastic Four, Blade, Ultron, Deadpool, The list of who's who and what we would like to see in the game is as long as my arm. And we will make another, top 10 characters we would like to see in the game. We did one before. It was top 10 sexy female characters that I would like to see in the game. But what I'll do probably next time is not just with the females, but we'll just do top 10 X-Men that I would like to see in the game. Would you guys like to see that? If you want to see that video, let me know down in the comment section below. I want to thank everyone for subscribing to the channel. We are growing slowly but surely. And please don't call me Shirley anymore. We are growing, and we're going to do that with your help. So continue to subscribe, continue to watch the videos, continue to comment, and we will continue making the goods for you. Now, with that being said, stay tuned for a word from our sponsors. And just who is the sponsor of today's video? Well, it's me, Austin. It's been me all along. And guys, I just want to quickly point out that I too am a comic book creator. I just don't speak it. I produce it, right? It's like put your money where your mouth is. We do that each and every time we have a release. I've been doing this now for a decade. We're published. We're in comic book shops. And we're on eBay. So if you ever want to check out Nyobi and you haven't yet, one of the best ways to do that is to come by our eBay store. Take a little scroll through here. If you type in Nyobicomics, you'll find it. Of course, link will be in the description of the video. I have all kinds of great back issues and hard to find variants here from artists that you know and love, like Jamie Tyndall, Elsie Frita, Steph Wilson, Paul Green, John Stinsman of Evangeline fame, Keith Garvey, and so many more, guys. If you're missing out on some Nyobi back issues, if you're looking for that hard to find variant, chances are you're going to find the best deal right here on eBay, and chances are you're going to find that deal directly through me. And as always, if you do order a book from me, I'll throw in a little extra goodies in there, a little tchotchke package of stickers and bookmarks and cards. Oh my. You'll have all that. Plus, you can have your book signed or unsigned. That is up to you. And keep an eye on this page because I do update it fairly frequently with new items all the time. And as something sells, I will put it back up. So guys, today's sponsor, Nyobicomics, the eBay store. Come check it out.